Channel's Ungraceful Movement. Take a look at my skateboarding, you'll understand why it's called that. I'm not here to be flashy and do big tricks. You're not going to see any of that. I make vlogs about learning to skateboard, but I'm over 40. That's the twist. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoy the video. I'm getting dangerously close to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm thinking that maybe if you haven't subscribed yet, but you've watched a couple of videos, subscribe. They're all pretty much like this. We'll see if we can get to 1,000 subs by like October or something, and then I'll do some kind of like giveaway bollocks. Easily the worst skate park in my local area, Ladywell Fields skate park. All metal ramps, tarmac floor, 5.5 foot quarter pipes, nearly to vert. Copinged up ledge, that's kind of cool. But yeah, and then the other end, 5 foot and 6 foot ramps and a funny little spine. My mate Jack does some crazy stuff on that. If we ever go skate together and I video it, can I convince him to do that when his arm's better? I don't know, let's see. This week I'm just going to be going over some clips that I picked up over the last couple of weeks. I haven't put together a full kind of comprehensive vlog. I haven't filmed a full session, but my excuse is it's been really hot. It's school holidays, which means that skate parks are busy and I never want to be in anyone's way. So invariably I will just like film a couple of clips for the memories. Skating with my mate Tom, he knows about my struggle with frontside 180s, and he's been saying to me for ages to try and frontside 180 on a bank. It's a weird thing, but it's like even something as dumb as like getting comfortable ollieing at a strange angle on a bank can feel like a big achievement. Tried it down in Brixton on another session with Tom. Then was back at the Grove with Andy and Sophie, and I set the camera up and just went for like back-to-back non-stop attempts, and actually it started to get a really nice little pop, and I mean I landed consistently at least 9 out of 10. Ten of those, and I did 9 out of, I sort of landed 9 out of 10. It felt like this was my new thing, and I want to try it, like, you know, I'm going to start trying it in the bottom of quarter pipes as well. But obviously the last time I went out and tried it, I was having none of it. Took that trick to Clapham as well. Clapham's got a really mellow bank that hips at the middle. And so I was like getting to do the sort of front side ollie on that. So you kind of like can take the bank and then hit that quarter pipe at the end, come back over the hip. I thought I'd have a go at frontside revert because that feels good at the moment, and after a couple of attempts I got a nice little line. posted that on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, same name as the channel, you've probably already seen that. But I don't really do Instagram very much anyway. Oh, do I like put the name here? That's the closest thing to sort of progress in the last few weeks. I know there's an expectation on these vlogs between sort of all of us of like, show progress. Here's what I learned this week, and I feel a bit of a pressure for that sometimes. And like my first goal in learning to skate was to be able to do enough to let me cruise around a skate park and like hit quarter pipes, maybe session something to do like a lip trick or whatever. And there are times when you just want to sit back and do it and like not worry about like pushing yourself to do a shove it or like stand in a corner and learn a new trick and all of this sort of thing. So the next few clips on here are pretty much just about that, to be honest. Let me have a look. My favourite curb, but you've got to do these things where you can, right? It looks so lovely and clean. I just saw him do this and I've asked him to do it again. This looks so disgusting. Just fun, isn't it? So that was that. Grove DIY is really good for that because there's so many obstacles and you can like push around and like just cruise it. They've got a nice slappy curb that actually is just too big for me and sloped. Can't believe I'm saying this. It looked like it would be really good for slappy crooks, which somehow in my head I think that could be a thing, but I mean, just tell me honestly, that's not really a thing yet. I'm not even close to that. So that was Grove. I had a solo trip to Hopking as well last week, and although I skated for an hour or so, I got a bit bored and had a beer. I don't normally skate after a beer, but somebody showed up that I knew wanted to skate. I tentatively started skating and then had like the best session of my life. And to be honest, I might just let the video run on this and you can have a look. I've always hated that drop off because you tend to land on the transition from the steps to the bank and stop, like it kills your speed. That feeling of doing more of a kind of like more of a lift out of it, more of a slight sort of hippie jump, and clearing that little break in the transition. Still, actually, on reflection, I just can't believe I was going for that stuff, but still, there you go. It might be starting to rain, doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, so finally, could have been the worst session of the week, was a quick trip to Bloblands where I was pushing around and not a lot was happening, and the last time I went there had a crap time, so I was wary of that until I kind of just managed to clip the coping on their crescent quarter pipe. This has always been something that in my mind, you kind of like carve up the crescent and then you've just got a kick turn at the coping. Train got the slash on it, and then I was like, if I just turn it right, can I get the front trucks on? But I needed to go from higher up, and then I started to get a bit nervous about it, but so in case you missed it, there is sort of supposed to be a moral to this week's video. And that is just to kind of like not always be chasing progression. You can't learn, hey, I mean, mentioning no names skate comeback, we can't all be learning a trick a week, but it's really important for us to just enjoy skating sometimes, not get fixated on progress or lack of progress, which I do massively tend to do. Yeah, just enjoy skating. That's gonna have to do. It is raining. Bye. Thanks for choosing to watch this vlog about an over 40 beginner skateboarder and his trials and tribulations through his journey to becoming mediocre at skateboarding.